Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to today's New Bangladesh. Here, as usual, we shall discuss new people, new education, new culture, new economy, new science, new technology, new planning, overall New Bangladesh. Today, in our guest present, Lieutenant Colonel Shahjalal. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Who is a civil engineer and an urban planner as well. We are happy to get him as a guest in our studio. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. And thank you to the viewers for giving me the opportunity to present myself in front of you and discuss an important burning issue of Dhaka city.
Yes, sir. I know that you are a very good urban planner and you have huge experience in urban planning, also as a civil engineer, and to some extent you are an educationist as well. So tell us about you in brief, sir.
Thank you so much. I am Lieutenant Colonel S.M. Shahjalal. I am retired from Bangladesh Army and I served there almost 32 years. I had been serving in Corps of Engineers. My education encompasses basically the civil engineering. I started my school life from my home district in Chatpur. Then I migrated to Mirzapur Cadet College and I completed my SSC and HSC from Mirzapur Cadet College with distinction marks. Then I entered into army and later on from the army I went to BUET for civil engineering degree and I acquired a civil engineering degree from there also with first class marks, and I also attended MBA degree from AIUB, and there also I scored almost 3.99 out of 4. And I served in many capacities in Bangladesh Army, and out of those the important ones are I have served in Chimbuk Thanchi Road, which is one of the highest elevated road from the mean sea level.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one of the toughest hilly road in Bangladesh. And also I had been serving in as garrison engineer, and also in BMTF I served there as GM millwright, where I managed all the equipments and the whole infrastructure. And also I had been deputy project director of Hatizil project, which is the expert says that it is the lung of the Dhaka city.
Mm-hmm.
And also I had been in Bangladesh University of Professionals, where I have served in 2 capacities. I had been serving as additional controller of examination, where I have managed many academic curriculum result processing system, and also I served there as town planner, where I had been involved in master plan of the university and also various major buildings, academic buildings, residential buildings, and also bridges. And after retiring from army, still also I am involved in construction activities with one construction firm, and I am working there as project director and also chief operating officer.
Very well, sir. I see that a brilliant academic career and distinguished professional life you have, a bright professional life. Very well, sir. I think that you are the right person who I invited here as to explain the urban planning of the Dhaka city,
Before
our
that,
problems and others. Yes, sir.
I have missed to mention one thing.
Yeah.
I myself also have developed an construction management software,
Mm-hmm.
which starts from the estimation to the finishing.
Mm-hmm.
Total management, including accounting, inventory management, all thing you can manage by one software, which I have developed all alone by myself, and it is in trial. I am running in my organization.
Very well, sir. Excellent work, sir. I hope that it will help our building constructors and
Yes.
urban planners. Well, sir. Yes, the burning issue, today's burning issue in this country, especially in our capital city, that is basically urban management, starting from the construction to traffic management. Today, when I was coming, I faced huge traffic jam and many problems in the roads, in the footpaths, okay, in the intersection. Each and every day we face it, and thus we lose many working hours, and basically we grow some psychological problems in this way. So we need to solve it. We need to
Yes.
solve these problems of our city. You know, Dhaka city is basically our pride, the pride of Bangladesh, because it's a very ancient city. Earlier, we knew that it is near about 1,500 years old. Even during the Pala dynasty, for some time, it was the capital city of this country. But now we are thinking, because you know the digging is going on in the former jail, which is basically a palace, and now they are planning to make it a museum, convert it into a museum, and there they found some artifacts which shows that this city is basically 2,500 years old, probably. So such an ancient city, which is comparable with some European cities or some Middle Eastern cities, this is our pride, obviously. But today in Dhaka city, sometimes it is intolerable to live here. So, do you think that we have still hope, okay, to solve all this problem and to make a very nice city, habitable city? What do you think, sir?
Obviously, we can improve upon, but you see one thing, that prevention is better than cure. If it would be planned in a nice manner, then the way it had been smooth, that will not happen now, because it cannot be as smooth as it would be if you would planned earlier. But obviously, where we are right at the moment, we can improve upon, obviously.
Well, you know, there was a plan near about 60s. The city at that time was named second capital, and there was a plan to make from that side, from the parliament to that way, to where we see now Mirpur, Begum Rokia Shore, into that way, a very nice planned city. But later it was stopped, maybe due to the budget problem or other problems. Now what we are having, this is maybe a planned, unplanned city like this.
Yes.
So, in this situation, when the city is already a planned, unplanned city, can we reconstruct it? Not in that sense that we need to be building new buildings, new constructions, but somehow can we arrange it that we can improve the city to that level, what we need?
You look, the city is facing multifarious problem, not only the traffic, air pollution, water pollution,
Yes.
because of the, as you said, that it is totally built in an unplanned way. And this unplanned construction was probably somebody planned either intentionally or ignorantly. You see, in our country, there are various, there was serious air pollution. You see, before CNG came into, there was a lead pollution in the air.
Yes.
So now that has improved. So similarly, always we can improve upon, but we need a proper planning. Now, if you want to have a proper plan, now you need to identify the problem first. What is the problem? Now you see, we are constructing elevated expressway, spending lot of monies, but still I have ill experience over the elevated expressway. I had been waiting in the elevated expressway for more than an hour. From Uttara to airport, I had been coming one day to drop off one of my relatives. It took almost 1.5 hours. So this is not solving our problem. So I would like to show you a model which would cost very minimum money or expense, but would be more efficient.
Okay.
Okay, so just give me some time. See, I have 4 slides, okay?
Yes, sir.
You will see on the screen.
This is slide number 1.
Slide number 1, okay. So here, basically, you see north, south, east and west is denoted by its first initial capital letter, okay? And in the intersection, you see from the center of the intersection, there are 4 semicircle type structures, okay? These are say 200 to 500 meters away from the intersection point. So these 4 semicircle elements, these are basically U loop, okay?
U-loop,
in
okay.
separate grade, not in the same level.
Okay. Okay.
Now in the slide, I will show you how these 4 U loops is going to solve the traffic congestion. And if you construct this 4 U loop, you will not require any signal or you will not require to stop. Neither you will stop nor you will force others to stop. And from the 4 direction, I will be showing consecutively, and the 4 directions vehicle are denoted by 4 different colors, okay? Now you see, let's start from the transport originating from south. In the first slide, you can see with the yellow color, the left vehicle going to left, that is from south to west. Then by the green color, straight movement of the vehicle, okay? So as you see, the vehicle moved from south to north. Now next, it is the red color, which denotes the right turn, okay? That means they will come from south and go to the east. As you can see, the red arrows are moving, so it is the right turn is completed. So the only one is left, that is south to south, that means U-turn, okay? It is denoted by blue color. As you can see, the blue arrows are moving and coming to the reverse direction. So they are taking 3 detours in the separate grade without creating any obstacle for others. Okay. Thereby the first slide is completed, and let's move to the next slide, that is transport originated from the north. That is,
This is slide number 2.
Slide number 2. Okay. Similarly, at first the left turn, it is denoted here by red color. Then the straight move from north to south. Then the yellow color, it is taking a right turn. That means from north to west. Then U-turn, north to north. Just coming to the reverse direction. So here also we saw that there is no hindrance by one vehicle to other vehicle. Okay. Now we will go to the slide number 3, transport originated from east. Okay. Similarly, we start from the left turn, the blue color left turn, then east to west, straight movement. So you see here the movement is straight, but taking a detour to the south in the separate level. Because I told you before that north to south is kept uninterrupted. So you will give priority one direction and other direction. They will give little less priority, but even though they will not have any stoppage or signal.
Okay. Uninterrupted smooth motion.
Smooth motion.
Okay.
Then the yellow color is here to denote right turn. Okay.
Right turn. Okay.
And again the U-turn by red color. Here also we saw that there is neither you are stopping nor you are allowing others or forcing others to stop. So thereby transport originated from the east and going to the destinations is without any problem. Now let move to the final slide, that is the fourth slide, number 4 slide. Okay, number 4 slide is transport originated from the west. As you can see here, the yellow color is denoted by left turn is denoted by the yellow color. Okay, then the straight move is denoted by the red color, as you can see.
Yes, I see.
Then the right turn is denoted here by blue color, and the U-turn is denoted here by green color. Thereby, you see here also, from the origination to the destination, there is 4 types of movement. All 4 types of movement problem is addressed here, and you see only by making 4 U-loop, you don't need to make any signal here. Okay, without signal you are moving. Though someone might tell that for taking a right turn, someone is going to left, then again left, it will take some more time. Yes, it will take some more time, but that is still will be much lesser than what it would face if he would have to stop for the signal.
Yes.
Because in Bijeshwar more you find, if you miss one signal, you have to wait minimum 10 minutes.
Even more.
Even more than that.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes if you get one pass through, and if you miss another one, then again another 10 minutes.
Another 10 minutes, yes.
So if you make this type of solution in a cluster basis, say you make a center of Bijeshwar more 1, then Shahbag more 1, then Mogbazar more 1, and you make few cluster. And my here main theme is that I will not stop unnecessarily, and I will not also force others to stop.
Yes.
Movement, keep moving, keep moving.
Yes.
If from the origination to the destination, if the movement is always there, you travel 1 kilometer more, that doesn't make any problem.
Yes.
But if you don't stop, and if you don't force others to stop, that means there will not be any traffic congestion.
Yes.
And it will save you from constructing 100 kilometers expressway, and more efficient in comparison with the express.
Yes, 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 of course, of course. So how many such interactions in our intersections? How many such intersections in our Dhaka city?
It is, I don't have the survey at this moment, but as you can remember, the main intersections are this Farm Gate, then Bijeshwarani,
Kauran Bazar is also
Kauran Bazar,
yeah.
Then Mog Bazar, then
Bangla Motor, I think.
Bangla Motor, Malibag More.
Yes.
So there will be like, I think.
Also Gulshan 1 circle, Gulshan 2 circle, and Bishwa Road is a very big circle, you know. There are 7 roads, intersection of 7 roads.
Yes. Another thing I want to highlight, that is, you will find in Gaptoli bus stand,
yes,
there is a huge traffic congestion.
Yes. Yes.
You just make 2 U-loop in the both side of the Gaptoli terminal. The vehicle coming out from the Gaptoli bus terminal should not make any crisscross in the main road. They will just, if they need to go to the opposite direction, they just need to take a U-loop in the separate level. Again, any bus or transport coming from, say, North Bengal, and say have to enter to the right side of the terminal, he just take a U-loop and get inside. So these 2 U-loop can solve the problem of Gaptoli bus terminal, and this type of U-loop, it increases the capacity of the road.
Yes.
I want to mention about our Shohid Anwar signal in Dhaka cantonment. There we used to face traffic congestion in the early, maybe 2000, before 2000 or something like that. Later on, there were some solution that no right turn is allowed there.
Okay.
Somebody need to take a right turn, going straight and taking a turn, then taking a left turn, thereby completing the right turn. and after that the road capacity just became double, and you don't need to stop for more time. If you get one signal within 2 to 3 minutes, you can get through. So in case of Dhaka city, only this problem will not solve, because taking a U-turn also it will hinder other vehicles. That's why I have proposed this solution,
Yes, sure.
because you are taking U-turn in the separate grade, thereby not hindering others movement.
Others movement. Well, as regards this terminals, so there are terminals like Mohakhali Terminal, Gaptoli Terminal, probably in Jatrabari Terminal. There are few terminals. Earlier they were outside the city. Now they are all inside the city. Can't you plan like this to shift these terminals outside the city?
Look, it is a good thinking that to solve the problem and to solve it, shifting it, but we need to be very careful whether by taking such decision we are shifting the problem only or not. Because say I am almost every day I am passing through Mohakali bus terminal, so let me discuss about that. Here there is main problem is the bus is parking at the road.
Road, yes.
So if you shift to other place, and if same thing happens there, that the bus is parking at the road, so the problem will be repeated there also.
There was.
So why can't we stop this? That is stopping the parking the road, not parking the bus at the road. Why not inside the terminal? This is one. And another one is, whenever the bus is entering to the terminal, taking a right turn, or coming out from the terminal taking a right turn, why can't we make a separate grade U-loop, which will not stop or make obstacle to other vehicles? So this may ease up the problem, and it may eliminate the necessity of shifting it from here to other place, because wherever you shift, wherever the same problem will arise. Main thing is that you have to have a proper planning, proper circulation of the traffic.
Yes.
So if you don't do it, wherever you shift, only the problem will be shifted, but problem will not be solved.
Will not be solved. And then we can increase the number of terminals. In this case, we plan like this, and moreover, because maybe it is because of that there are too many vehicles, but the place is not adequate. Maybe
Yes,
because
terminal
of that,
doesn't have the capacity to accommodate the number of vehicles it is having. So for that we can do two things. One thing is that whenever we are issuing license, how many transport we are allowing to have license for that route?
For that route, yes.
There must be a calculation.
Yes.
So without calculation, we should not provide license. Now someone may tell, if the number of transport is less than the passenger, how they will go? So for that you make some alternative solution. But we have learned one thing in our early life, that cut your coat according to your cloth.
Yes.
So what capacity I have, I should plan for that. And for additional recommendation, you should make additional capacity somewhere else.
Yes. So I think that we need to increase the number of terminals as well.
Obviously, we need to increase the number of terminals. Also, we need to improve upon the management. Both.
Both. Okay. Another thing is, I know that you served in other countries abroad, other cities. Okay, other cities, and you saw many things. Their modern management and this. I also lived abroad for many years. I saw that in major cities, in some major cities of this world, they have some circular roads, ring roads, inside the city, outside the city. But in Bangladesh, in Dhaka city, we have only one Toynbee circular road, and outer circular road incomplete. The ring road is incomplete. Till now, we don't have any outer circular road around the Dhaka city. Don't you think that if we have a broad circular road around the Dhaka city, like 8 lanes circular road, that may solve also the traffic problem?
Obviously, the more number of circulation, like blood vessels, if you block some vessels, what will be your condition?
Yes.
So the city need to be circulated well by its traffic management system. So if we make more circular road, one thing I would like to highlight for that is that we have very less link from east to west. Maximum roads are running from north to south.
Again, only 3 roads, 3 avenues, I think.
Yes.
That Pragati Sharoni, this airport road, old airport road, and that Begum Rokeya Sharoni, I think, Mirpur Road.
Mirpur Road, yes.
Only 3 avenues for such a big city.
Yes.
And no east-west avenues.
So east to west, though some east to west road is created later, like after breaking the ranks building, we have made. But still, you see the traffic jamming is more. So we have to make east-west connection, circular roads, everything. But at the same time, we must remember intersection will be clumsy in future. So whenever there is an intersection, our city planner or town planner must have in their thinking that there will be future congestion. So I must have some allocation of land in beforehand, because whenever you make a new road, at that time the price of the land is not that much. So whenever you make a new road and in the intersections you acquire more land for the government. Maybe you don't have the budget now to make a proper intersection, but you allocate the land, you acquire the land, which can be used later on for future intersection development. Because if you do it later, due to the development, the cost of the land becomes so huge. At that time, it creates a huge budget pressure on the government. And another interesting thing is that you will find whenever there is an intersection, the people will be building shops, commercial complexes just next to the intersection. And those are maximum people somehow integrated with the management system, or they know. So that's why probably it is not in their mind, or it is not their headache that how the future problem will be solved. So whenever we make any intersection, we must have adequate space acquired before, so that we can make a proper intersection later. And at present, wherever we are unable to make proper intersection because of the existing buildings, the model which I have shown you just before, we can make similar solution to various intersections.
Well, sir. Thank you. Now, as regards decentralization, in Dhaka city, we have almost each and everything, our administration, our judiciary, our parliament. It is the center of politics, it is the center of art and culture, it is the center of business, it is the center of many things. So as regards decentralization, our late President Ziaur Rahman, who announced Nator as our north capital, and he tried for decentralization. He made several cabinet meetings in Sylhet, in Chittagong, in Nator, and other places. So don't you think that along with these plans, decentralization is also needed?
Decentralization always good, but you have to have efficient management for monitoring also. We should always decentralize everything. Like in our army management, our command is totally decentralized. It is decentralized up to section level. For 10 soldiers, 1 commander. So for the topmost person of the force, it is not possible to count each and every people of the force. So the section commander is responsible for his section. Then it comes to platoon commander. Then comes to company commander, then battalion commander, then brigade commander, then divisional commander. So once the element is segregated, it is always easier to control, and somebody can be made responsible for that. So always decentralization is good, but it should be well planned and well managed and well monitored, so that the decentralized person having authority do not misuse it.
Well, sir, as regards decentralization, there is another point. In Bolivia, they had 2 capitals. How they have government in their capital city La Paz, and their judiciary in another city, Sucre. So if we shift, for example, our judiciary to another city like Sylhet or Mymensingh or wherever it is comfortable, do you think that it can solve problem?
These type of segregation, I think it might create some other trouble. Though it will solve one problem, but it will create some other problem because many things are interlinked or interrelated. So if you make, say, judiciary in one city and the secretariat in another city, for various reasons, you need so many things closer. So it is you see in many advertisements we find there is a one-stop solution. Also for crisis management, we say one-stop crisis center. Why we tell it? Because it is difficult to run in various places. So decentralization in this way may create some trouble. Rather, we may think that is, say, all judgments should not take place in Dhaka. Some part can be divisional or
District level,
district level.
yes.
That we can do. But the total judiciary system shifted from Dhaka to other city, these might create some other associated problem.
Oh, can we take example from Bolivia that they have their judiciary completely to in another city and they are running the country? Thus,
Maybe their dynamics and chemistry is different.
Different,
Then you have to study their whole other things
all,
also.
all other, yes, maybe like well. Then we can decentralize our industry, like garments industries, textile industries. They are also inside the Dhaka city. Instead of Dhaka city, we can shift them to near Bangla port or near Chittagong port, near Matarbari, like this.
That steps already had been taken before, and some were shifted, I think. But still, the same problem, that is, wherever you are shifting, you are shifting the problem. Like you see the Hazaribagh tannery,
Yes.
you have shifted from Dhaka to
Sabar, yes.
Sabar, okay. Now you are creating pollution there also.
Yes, because they didn't have the idea about ETP, effluent treatment plant. Because the industrialists, they think about their profit only, turnover and profit.
Yes.
But they didn't know, or they didn't have any idea about the effluent treatment plant.
No,
And sometimes
sorry,
yeah.
I humbly disagree with that because the industrialists, they do not have any idea because they are much more smarter than us.
Yes.
Otherwise, they cannot be entrepreneur. And they are experienced in visiting very foreign countries. Whenever they establish any industry, they obviously visit various countries, and they know it very well. And it is not these people who has proposed the government for shifting.
Yes.
It is the government experts who have initiated this proposal. So government experts also well aware of this thing. And when I had been also reading in BUET, we were well educated about effluent treatment plant. What you are telling us, ETP, effluent treatment plant. And in case of human waste, it is called STP, sewage treatment plant. So these both are necessary. Okay. So whenever it was shifted, it is there in the regulation, but people do not follow the regulation. That is the problem, because whenever, say, in dyeing factory or in tannery factory, you are using some chemicals for washing and other purpose, and that chemical is going to the natural stream. So this chemical make the water pH level either acidic, or it makes it basic. Okay. So if it is less than pH 7, it is acidic. If it is more than pH 7, you are also science student of science, so you know it very well. So purpose of ETP is, before I leave it to the natural stream, I make it neutral, pH 7.
Yes.
So that it is not harmful for the irrigation and other things. But it involves some expense. You need some chemical to neutralize it, to make the pH neutral, then leave it. So even some people make the ETP, they make a bypass line. Whenever the audit comes, they probably show that they are using the ETP,
Yeah.
and after the audit or the inspector goes, they again use the bypass. So that is the problem. It is not they do not know or we do not know. Everyone knows. But knowing fully well, we are distracting our habitation.
Well, so there should be a strong monitoring
Yes.
by the patriots.
Yes.
By the patriots. Well, another thing is probably Japan had some experience about natural ETP, natural treatments. It may be done inside that artificial ETP and even in the natural stream like rivers and others. Are you doing such in our country?
Natural ETP, I don't have much idea about that, though I am a student of environmental science also, because in my BUET I had environmental science as one of the major subject. Natural ETP, something like that.
They are using some microbes, they are using some organisms.
I am talking about that.
Yeah.
One is naturally it will be cleaned, like the expert, some expert might opine that okay, we can leave it to the natural stream after 4 kilometer if it is there. So the nature itself, it clean itself. Obviously it does. They are not fully wrong, but where they are wrong, as per my opinion, that I am telling it now. Say if there is a industry which is causing pollution after at 4-meter intervals, okay, the river itself will clean it. I don't disagree with that. Maybe that is correct. But say you are establishing a factory at 0 kilometer point. Okay, I am establishing at 4 kilometer. Mr. X in 8 kilometer. But who is giving you guarantee that Mr. Again A, B, C, D will not come and establish another one within 4 kilometer? And do you have the right, once you have given permission to establish at 0 kilometer and another person 4 kilometer, do you have the right to stop another person? Okay, I don't allow you. So this is theoretically possible, but practically we should not allow. Practically we should make a plan. We should force to use ETP and leave it after making it neutral to the nature.
Well, there are two things. In university, I also teach environmental science to the business students. I introduced it myself from my own interest, just to make awareness among the young people, because in future they will become the entrepreneurs. Okay, they will become the executives, so that they can get it in their mind always that we should not pollute our environment, and because it will harm us and our children. As you know, the Nobel laureate of Russia, Andrei Sakharov, told yes, this type of science and technological development has done a lot, developed the world a lot, but at the cost of environment. It is solved the problem like hunger, it solved the problem like unemployment, but at the cost of environment where we are living.
Correct. You have brought a very interesting part for which I have some data. I will tell you two examples. Okay. There is a saying that fool learns from their sufferings and wise man learns from others.
Yes.
Okay. You know it from our childhood. When we have examples, vivid example in front of us, that the Thames River of UK, which was polluted, okay, from after the Industrial Revolution, it started getting pollution.
Pollution, yes.
And at one stage in probably in 1858, yes, 1858, it was so notoriously polluted. The bad smell was coming out in such an intensity that the parliament had to stop their session. I think you know it. And after that, they established a modern sewer system that is called Sir Joseph Bazalgette. Sir Joseph Bazalgette.
Yes.
They make a sewerage system. It also didn't solve problem, because the sewerage system which they established, that was to treat for the treatment of the human waste, but industrial pollution was continuing. Okay. Thereby, it was biologically dead in 1950. Okay. Then from 1960 to 1980, they took massive reclamation program, and after 1990, it came to a certain good level. The water was good, and almost 125 species returned back. Earlier, once it was biologically dead, like our Budiganga river. In Budiganga, probably there is no fish now.
No, no. Black water. I
Black
saw
water.
that
So-
black water is
So
completely
because
black. Yeah.
there is a term called BOD and COD, biological oxygen demand and chemical oxygen demand. So once this oxygen content is reduced to such a level which is below the standard, then the species they cannot survive.
Survive, yes.
So so we have this example. It is they have reclaimed it before 1990. Then there is another example we have of South Korea, Cheongcheon stream.
Yeah.
Though it is not a full river, but it was used like a dustbin. So all household waste, industrial waste, everything is to be left there, and later on they covered it and make elevated expressway, and they just make the stream dead. And after that, in 2000 to 2004, they when the new dynamic president came into the power, he realized the necessity of this stream. So he just removed the elevated expressway and he recovered the whole stream again. So you see, they made elevated expressway. So I have the example in my eyes, and our people, those who are professional, they are going abroad, they are having training from abroad. We have the experience of that. But why should we follow the same problem which our developed countries already faced and solved?
Yes, yes.
Prevention is better than cure.
Sure, yeah.
Because once we have the example of that, we should have planned it before. Say, you will say a lot of industrialization is taking place, lot of buildings are coming up, so country is developing. But is it in real sense, is it developing?
Yes.
If it is so, then why the South Korea, they had to destroy their elevated expressway and reclaim the natural stream again?
Yes.
So that is not that is a development obviously, but that is a autistic development.
Audition, yeah.
So we should not run towards autistic development. We should run to a healthy development, which will be sustainable.
Well, you have pointed a very important thing. You see, the developed countries are basically future for us.
Yes.
So to some extent, we have this advantage that we can see the future.
Future, yes.
Future, and from that future, we can learn.
You can learn.
We can learn that what would be, what would not be, or what should be done or should not be done. Now, as regards natural streams, again I say about our late President Ziaur Rahman. He made a very big project like Khal Khanon Prokolpo, digging the canals. Later it was stopped, but it should be continued, I think.
You have brought out an important point. As a student of environmental science, my heart bleeds when I find that canal is made dead. When our people, which we call predecessor, am I correct with the term predecessor? They took so much effort, not even Ziaur Rahman, much before that, because our forefathers,
yes,
they have made so many canals, so many ponds,
so many ponds, yes,
and we just destroyed that.
Yes,
we took lot of effort, but we just destroyed that. But keeping those canals, ponds intact, we could have planned modern cities. You see, I visited Egypt, okay? There I saw all along the Nile River, there are hundreds of tourist ships. Just you see in one direction, to the last limit of your eyesight, you will find ships after ships. another direction same.
Mhm.
Our Buriganga could be like that.
Like that,
Our
like that,
Balu
yeah.
River could be like that.
Like that, yes.
But we have damaged ourselves.
We have 4 rivers around the Dhaka city. Probably this is the only city in the world where there are 4 rivers, that Shitalakha, Buriganga, Balu, and Turag. But we are not using them. We are not capable to use them. And again, there are some canals also, like Dholai Khal.
Yes.
I forgot some other khals like this, canals like this. Should we reestablish them?
Obviously, this say already we did one. Say I had been involved in Hatizil Begunbari, this integrated Hatizil project. This is basically a canal from the Hatizil to Begunbari, and it outlet is at Dasharkandi probably. Okay, so and it is also connected with the Gulshan Lake. So and now if you go beside Hatizil, you will find there are some boats plying, taking the passengers from this direction to that direction, and many people are using that transport as a means of their movement.
And the Gulshan Lake is not a complete stream. It is also
Barrier
yeah,
is there.
there are some
Yes,
barriers there,
yes.
but artificial barriers. That they made some link roads like Gulshan Badda link roads, and that there are some Bonani Gulshan link roads, and thus they killed that Gulshan Lake.
Still we can reclaim it. We
Yes.
can make a bypass, having some keeping the flowing intact.
Or you can make bridges.
That
You
is
can
what I
make
am
bridges.
telling.
Yes, yes.
This bypass.
Uh-huh.
You cannot destroy the present one because it will make another chaos, because people are already using that road. So you make a bypass. Bypass means you create a bridge or create a huge sort of culvert below which the small boats can ply.
Right.
And then you after completion of that, you remove the existing barrier which is creating flow obstacle to the flow.
Yes. I live in the Gulshan Lake Drive. Okay, and every morning I feel such bad smell from that Gulshan Lake. It is only because of that it is not a complete stream.
Yes.
Yeah, and pollution remains there. Well, as regards sir, your experience abroad, you served in many foreign countries. Even you lived in, you saw the city Mecca.
Yes.
Mecca, yes. I know that there is a surah in our Holy Quran, Surah Balad, and Surah Balad means the city.
City, yes.
And there are some teachings of Islam in that Surah Balad about the cities. Can you tell us a brief about it, sir?
In Surah Balad, basically, it is the whole surah. It's not a very long surah. It's having a very short, small, brief surah, and it is indicating to our Prophet that Almighty is saying that the city is made safe for you. But some people wanted to make it unsafe for you, and they are thinking that killing you is halal. So, and later on, as a counter measure to that, Almighty made killing halal for one day when our Prophet
Conquered the city.
Conquered the city.
Yeah.
Okay, and also there are some other very important subject highlighted, like we should feed to the unfed people. We should, though the slave tradition is not prevailing at present, but at that time it had been there. So we should make our slaves free. So we should help our poor relatives, neighbors. So these are the main theme of the Surah Balad as far as I know.
And probably as regards the victory of that Mecca victory,
Yes.
It is shown that basically the administration or the government power, it is concentrated in the city. When you conquer the city, you are conquering the whole country. So safe and unsafe, you should keep the city safe from your enemies. Okay.
Obviously,
Yeah.
your heart is your main functioning element.
Yeah.
So your heart has to be kept safe.
Yes. Yeah.
So say for Bangladesh, Dhaka is the heart of Bangladesh. So if Dhaka is not safe, the Bangladesh
Is
it
not
cannot
safe.
function.
Cannot function. So well, sir, since you visited the Mecca city, can you share some experiences of that city, not live at the city? That what can we learn from there for Dhaka city?
From there, you see one thing that is the blessing from Almighty. The water of the Zamzam coop, that is
Well, Jamjam well, yes.
Zamzam well, that is never getting exhausted.
Right.
So that is a lesson for us that if Almighty's blessings are there, you can go further. And when Almighty blessings will come, when you are totally surrendering yourself to the Almighty. Again I refer to Surah Balad. In Surah Balad, another important thing is highlighted. Then that human being is created for struggle. Okay. So it is a strugglesome element of the Almighty. We have to do struggle. Many of us think that why I am facing so much of trouble and getting nervous or getting frustrated. We should not be, because this earth, this world has been created for us so that we make struggle, and by struggle we have to develop. Development will not come without struggle. This Makkah also, it was not developed before.
It was a barren land.
It was a barren land. There was no water. So, and after the water was invented, then the probably Bibi Maryam, she had been there first migrated. Then the people had been coming and started staying there, and later on it is turned into a city. And you'll find our Kaaba is surrounded by hills.
Ma Hajara was there, I think.
Yes, Ma Hajara. Yes, Ma Hajara. Yes, Ma Hajara. It is surrounded by hills. Okay, so these hills, these are also giving a sort of a protection from any unwanted
invasion or like
invasion or
invasion, like
something.
natural barrier.
Natural barrier.
Okay.
Natural barrier.
Natural barrier. Well, what about the management of Mecca city? You know, almost 24 hours a day, the people are going there. During the Hajj time, the many people are there, millions of people there, and not even that Hajj time, the people are going to perform Umrah Hajj. So, too many people, too many crowds. Are they managing it well? That city government.
When I performed Hajj in 1994, and later on I went for Umrah in probably 1997 or 96, either 96 or 97. So after that I didn't go. So later whatever I saw in the newspaper or in the medias, it has developed further. But when I went there, I think it was well managed.
Well managed.
Because I saw the toilets. Even I took bath there. So every after few minutes or years, the people are coming and cleaning. It's not like in our typical Bangladeshi public toilets that you can go there and for a bad smell. So whatever I saw, I think it was well managed, and they are quite careful about that.
So we can get lesson from there.
Obviously,
our country, our city is also highly dense.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that it is impossible to manage it. And what about other cities? You know, you visited other cities also in Egypt or some other countries.
In Egypt, yes, Cairo. I visited Cairo. Then in South Korea, Seoul, I visited. Then in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Thailand, Bangkok. So I want to mention about the South Korea. The thing that amazed me, I was walking under more than kilometer after kilometer, but I don't find a single piece of tissue paper or any unwanted element in the road. Yeah, it's so clean, so well maintained. So we can do the same. We can have some litter box in the various corners of the streets, and but most important thing is that motivation of our people, habit, to change their habit, so that they do not litter things here and there. In Makkah also, even so many people gathers there, but things are not loitered here and there so scatteredly. I didn't see, and I don't know present, but it well managed. So it's the culture and it's the habit we have to grow. Mass media publication and massive campaign may be launched to educate people so that they understand the importance of cleanliness and maintain accordingly.
Oh, sure, sir. Now, since you are a civil engineer, as regards the high-rise buildings, once we thought that these high-rise buildings can solve the problems, that means inhabitation problem like this. Okay. Now, again, we see that they are like mushrooms in our Dhaka city, and probably they are not solving problems; they're creating problems. So, what should be done for this?
Again, another interesting part you have brought in. We have some dichotomy in our policy. In one policy, we are telling that density is more, so FAR is reduced. On the contrary, in some areas, before you had been giving permission for say 10 story or 12 story, now you are giving 40 story. And there you are not bothered about the density. This is very strange. Once you make high-rise buildings, then the habitation which are going to be stay in that building, once they come out from the building, do you have the place to even stand on the road?
No.
You are not widening the road. You are not making several layers of road, but you are making high-rise buildings. So obviously it will create problem. Everything has to be rational. I said before that development has to be healthy, not autistic. This is a sort of autistic development, because we are making so much of high-rise buildings, but so much of high-rise buildings we will have so much of people and so much of vehicle. So I don't think about vehicle. Even so much of people, once they come out on the road, they will not get place to even stand. So once you make high-rise building, you must make the road wide, or you must several layers of roads. But you are not doing that. You see in Tesgar Gulshan Link Road,
Yes.
so many high-rise buildings.
Yes.
What is the width of the road?
Only 4 lanes.
4 lanes.
2+2. Yes.
4 lanes and so many crisscross.
Crisscross, yes.
Even you are not making any U-loop. If you would make some U-loop, say not creating obstacle for others, that would resolve some problem. You are not catering that also. So whenever government is allowing for high-rise buildings, obviously government is taking some tax from that, and that tax must be immediately utilized to that area to solve the traffic problem.
Yes.
Because if you make it delay, then the population becomes more, and at that time you go for solving it, you create more problem than solving the problem.
Well, now we have another problem, that burning issue, that about the cycle rickshaws and auto rickshaws. They are also applying on the avenues even. So this is, on the one hand, they are creating problems in smooth movement. On the other hand, there are so many people involved in this that if we stop applying these rickshaws, okay, many people may starve, many family may starve. So how can we solve this problem?
Again, another interesting problem. Prevention is better than cure. We didn't prevent it before. So once the cancer goes in the 4th stage, it is very difficult to solve. Now, about these 3-wheelers, auto rickshaws, why did it come in? That we have to analyze first. There are fast-moving vehicle, slow-moving vehicle. Okay.
Yes.
So, have we made sufficient transport for the city people? to move from the home to the office. We didn't.
No.
Rather, the CNG, which is a little, it is slower than vehicle, but still not that slower. In case of Dhaka city, it is as good as vehicle speed. Okay. Why we stopped giving permission to the CNGs?
Yes.
I tried to analyze myself. I didn't get answer. Maybe I am that fool to get answer. But wise people may be able to give answer. But I didn't find any answer. And do you know what is the cost involved in getting the number plate for Dhaka for a CNG? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't have any
Just
idea.
guess. Just guess.
I can't guess. No. Bangladesh is so uncertain. I can't guess even.
It is when initially it started, at that time it was 4 lakhs.
Okay.
During probably Barrister Nazmul Huda period. Okay. And at the time we had been criticizing him like anything. Now it is someone is selling 15, someone is selling 20 lakhs, someone is more than that. So even a ex-Corolla reconditioned vehicle doesn't probably cost so much.
No, cost so much.
So
the cost of the car, cost of private car, yes.
But why? Because the CNG is fuel efficient. So since it is fuel efficient, it costs very less to ply.
Yes.
And that's how its fare is less than the in comparison with the vehicle. So we have stopped introducing CNG, but we have encouraged auto rickshaws with the batteries.
Batteries, yes.
This is funny.
This is funny, yeah.
And again, when we stopped these CNGs, we didn't plan for, say, massive transport, like there could be more number of BRTC bus, more number of public transport going, and also road circulation system improvement so that traffic jamming is less. That we didn't plan. We have stopped CNG, making it a registration fee
higher.
This is not registration fee. Sorry, you don't get me wrong. This 20 lakhs or it is not registration fee. This is the cost expense. Government fee is very less.
Okay.
The other things are, you understand, in Bangladesh culture.
Okay.
So you can have a try to have get a number of Dhaka city for any CNG. That then you will understand. Whenever sometime I go by CNG transport, then I ask the drivers what is the cost, how much, this and that. At that time, this is the information coming. So now how to solve it? As you said that so many people are living on this and they will be unemployed again, they will create some chaos, and that happened already before. You at first you stop right now. Say whatever has happened so far, no more further escalation. So how to do that? Whatever they are having, you make a registration system. You bring it into count. There is so you get an statistics, how much it is there. Otherwise it will increase every day. Okay. And you stop the import of these accessories. So if you start if you stop the import of accessories gradually, it will decrease, the number will decrease. That is a long-term solution. Okay. And short-term, you can make a separate lane
for auto rickshaws.
That they go by that lane and they remain within a particular lane, not creating trouble for others. Other than these two, I don't have any more bright idea.
Well, sir, probably I have touched all the important points. Yes, I think I have touched all the important points. I asked all the important questions. Anything left, sir?
No, you have almost covered all, but one thing I want to highlight, that is just I want to conclude one thing. I have shown one model and I want to conclude few points, that is to reduce the traffic jamming. The few causes which can be addressed very easily and it doesn't cost, it just need intention, like the parking vehicles, parking buses in the roads, it can be stopped immediately. And the access vehicle, which terminal cannot hold, make some immediate arrangement for that. This is one. And another one is, you will find in the bus drivers, they are stopping their buses in unauthorized places. Not only that, they are parking in a diagonal manner.
Yes, in a diagonal manner. Making obstacles for other
Making
vehicles.
obstacle for other vehicles.
Other vehicles, yes.
And you see, in also this Mohakali rail crossing, I find that sometimes to ease up the problem, the volunteers, they stop our vehicle, allowing the buses to go. But I told them one day, you see, you are passing them, but he is stopping here and taking the passenger and getting the passenger. You stop it fast. He should do it just after crossing the rail line. After maybe 50 years, he stop and he drop the passenger or take the passenger, no problem. But he is doing it right on the rail line or just immediately after the rail line. So these are the few things which need only good governance, which can ease up some problem. Some things like solution by planning, making some structures. That is another issue. And another thing is that, say, like Karan Bazar or Motazil, you go to some office, if you go by your own car, you will have a headache while you will park your vehicle.
Yes, another headache.
It is another headache. So, all those commercial areas, the ground floor can be turned into parkings. And for that, they take parking charge, no problem. They need to earn money. Okay, you earn money by taking the parking charge, not by making shop and creating trouble.
Yes. And also multi-storied parking buildings can be constructed in those downtowns.
Whenever areas. You are giving, the Rajuk is giving permission for new building, at that time they can enforce it.
Yes. Well, sir, thank you very much. The program is New Bangladesh. Do you have any suggestion for New Bangladesh?
Whatever I said, these are all for our Bangladesh. You may term it New Bangladesh or our Bangladesh. So it is all going to contribute to our New Bangladesh. And if we really want a new Bangladesh, we need a new heart. We all talk about corruption. We talk all about dishonesty. But what I feel, maximum of us, we do criticism to others because of jealousy, that I could not do it or I am unable to do it. But from the heart, we have to do it. So if we make our soul clear, if we want the country, the new Bangladesh should come up, we should clean our heart first. If we clean our heart first, then we can build up new Bangladesh.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Dear viewers, this is all about our today's discussion. I hope that you enjoyed the discussion. We had a very lively discussion on urban planning, on traffic jams, and other important issues. I express my profound gratitude to Colonel Jalal, and obviously, I express my profound gratitude to you to be with us. And this is the end of our today's episode. Hope to see you again in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum.